lose something if we always sleep in a temperature-controlled room with 4 walls and a ceiling. I want everyone to feel the deep rest that I have found in the forest. Markus Torgeby. Chapter 1. The Way Out. It was hard at home and difficult in school. Life became clearer when I ran across the rocks on Ukro, jumped from the bridge 65 feet down into the sea, or steered my own boat. Nature was my school. For me, the journey started when I was 12 years old and opened my bedroom window. It was just an impulse, but I felt calmer with the winter air on my face. It was as if the cold dampened my worried, racing thoughts and a body that never seemed to stay still. The cold helped me sleep deeply. From that day on, I've always slept with an open window. Mom had been suffering from MS for a few years, and mostly laid on the couch and cried. It happened so fast that she didn't have time to process it. The change from healthy to sick took only a few months. After that, she needed constant care. She had to ask for help with the smallest things. She was sad that life had become something she hadn't imagined, about wanting to, but not being able to do things. Tears ran down her cheeks, her body in slow motion, a slow smile when she saw me. She wanted to be there for me, but she just couldn't. She was so tired. In the end, I couldn't handle the crying, didn't want to see or hear the tears. I felt a pressure inside that I didn't know how to deal with. School was like a meadow of knowledge, but when I turned around and looked back, I couldn't see the path I'd walked through the grass. No trace of my steps could be seen. The information didn't want to stick. There was a bubble in my head where I could do things, but there was also another bubble, and like an hourglass, everything I learned would end up in the bottom glass. I didn't know how to turn the hourglass over, so all the sand remained at the bottom. Instead, I immersed myself in worlds that I filled with ideas of what I thought was good. Worlds I couldn't get out of. Worlds that created even more pressure and worry. I stopped eating sweets when I had the idea that I needed to be clean. I avoided eating sugar. I thought I'd get sick, flabby, and lazy. Sometimes I had nightmares that I was so fat I couldn't get out of bed. I stopped eating potatoes. I started sailing a dinghy and figured out how it worked. You look at the pennant at the top of the mast if the sail is upright. Catch as much wind as possible. Simple. Clear. I quickly learned how to make my way through the buoys all the way to the goal. Every win was rewarded with a paper cone of marshmallow candy in different colors. I would come home with a salt-covered life jacket and tired hands, open the white dresser from IKEA, and hide away the cone. I wanted to eat it so badly, but I didn't. By the end of the summer, an entire drawer was full of marshmallow candy, like sweet presents that just wanted to be eaten. As long as I resisted, it worked. I felt strong. I liked hard rock. Rainbow, Led Zeppelin, except with fast guitars, heavy bass, and strange symbols on the album covers. Then I began to think that the devil was there in the music and that he'd sneak out of the lyrics at night and crawl into my head. He'd gain dominion over me, make me a hollow-eyed addict with needle track marks on my white forearms, and my life would be over. It came to a point when I could no longer sleep with the hard rock albums in my room.